You watch your sun flicker. It is a dying giant in the void. Its last rays paint your sky in hues of farewell. This is the end of your world. For generations, you knew this day would come. The scientists gave their warnings. The prophets spoke of a great dimming. But knowing does not soften the blow. The cold is already seeping into the ground. The final sunset is not beautiful. It is terrifying. Your world holds its breath, a collective, silent prayer. The light sputters, then fades, then sputters again. Each pulse is a failing heartbeat. Your star gave life. Now it brings a slow, creeping death. The great cities have already fallen silent. Their lights are extinguished, one by one. Only small pockets of life remain. You are in one such pocket, a place of hope against the encroaching dark. You stand on an overlook, a precipice of history. You see the curve of your planet against the dying glow. The end is not a bang. It is a long, sad whisper. The air grows thin and cold. You pull your cloak tighter. Your breath plumes in front of you, a fleeting ghost. Below, the last sanctuary of your people is bustling. They are preparing for a journey you cannot yet fathom. All you know is the crushing weight of this moment. The final light of your home star is extinguished. It leaves only memory and a chilling darkness. A starless night has fallen, and it will last forever. An elder, known as Kai, finds you in the gloom. His face is a roadmap of worry and wisdom. His eyes, however, hold a spark. It is a spark of defiance against the endless night. He beckons you to follow. You walk through silent, hallowed halls. The walls are lined with the faces of ancestors. Their painted eyes seem to watch you pass. They are witnesses to this final act. Kai says nothing. His silence is heavier than any words. He leads you to a hidden chamber. It is deep beneath the surface of your dying world. A single beam of stored light illuminates a pedestal. On it rests a disk of polished obsidian. Kai places his hand upon it. The disk glows, revealing a complex map of stars. It is humanity's only map to survival. This was kept secret for a reason, Kai says. His voice is a low rumble, full of gravity. It is a path to a new beginning. He calls it the Astral Pilgrim's quest, a journey to a star system unseen by human eyes, a place prophesied to harbor a world like your own. Kai explains the risks. The journey is long. The dangers are unknown. Many will not survive. He looks at you then. His gaze is intense, searching. The Ark ship is ready. It needs its pilgrim. He's not asking. He is anointing. The weight of your people's future settles onto your shoulders. It is a burden and an honor. You step aboard an ancient vessel, the Ark ship Destiny. The name feels both hopeful and heavy. It is the last of its kind, a colossal ship built in a forgotten age. Its hull is scarred with the marks of time. It holds the future of your people within its metal shell. The air inside hums with latent power. It smells of ozone and cold steel. Thousands of souls are in cryo-sleep. They are waiting for a new dawn they may never see. You are their shepherd. The bridge is a cavern of dark screens and dormant controls. As you step onto the command platform, it awakens. Panels light up around you. A soft female voice echoes in the chamber. Welcome, Pilgrim. All systems online. It is the ship's mind, its guiding intelligence. It has waited centuries for this moment. For you. You look out the main view screen. You see the frozen, dark curve of your home, a silent tomb in the endless night. The ship is ready. The crew is asleep. The quest is yours to begin. It's a heck of a first day on the job. Your journey begins past silent, colossal warships. They are a graveyard of giants, relics of a long-forgotten war. These titans float aimlessly in the void. Their hulls are breached. Their weapon ports are dark and silent. They are grim monuments to a past conflict, a conflict your ancestors fought and barely survived. The destiny glides between them like a ghost, a small spark of life in a vast cemetery of steel. The ship's mind speaks, her voice calm. These are the remnants of the great sovereignty war. Her tone is purely informational. Yet, you feel a chill. They have drifted here for 1,000 years. 1,000 years of silence. It is a sobering reminder of what is at stake. Failure is not just an option. It is a final, silent epitaph written in the stars. You wonder what they were fighting for. Was it a star? A world? An idea? The silence gives no answers. The sheer scale of the wreckage is hard to comprehend. Some ships are shattered into countless pieces. Others are almost whole, their spectral forms looming. They are a stark warning. The universe is not empty. It is filled with the ghosts of ambition. The Destiny navigates the field with careful grace. Each passing wreck feels like a judgment, a silent question hanging in the void. What makes you think you will succeed where they failed? You have no answer. Only the star chart, only the mission. The ship finally clears the graveyard. The view screen shows open, empty space. But the images of the dead fleet linger in your mind. The ship's mind interrupts your thoughts. Fold drive is charged and ready. Her voice pulls you back to the present. It is time. Time to leave the ghosts of the past behind. Time to face the unknown future. The first leap into the dark awaits. The ship activates its fold drive for the first time. The command is given with a quiet, steady voice. Your voice. A deep hum vibrates through the deck plates. It is the sound of reality being stretched thin. The universe outside the view screen warps. Stars streak and bend into impossible shapes. Colors you have never seen bleed across the void. It is a dizzying, terrifying spectacle. The fabric of space-time is being torn apart. The ship's mind speaks over the rising hum. Fold successful. Maintaining tunnel integrity. Her calm is a strange comfort in the chaos. The journey through the fold is not instantaneous. It is a passage through a dimension that defies logic. Light and shadow dance a frantic, violent ballet. It feels like the ship is being squeezed through a needle's eye. The pressure is immense. You grip your command chair. Your knuckles are white. This is the price of crossing the stars. You are a passenger on a river of pure energy, a river that flows between the cracks of the universe. The experience is overwhelming. It is both beautiful and deeply unsettling. A part of you fears the ship will be torn asunder, that you will be scattered into nothingness. Another part is filled with awe. You are witnessing one of the universe's great secrets. You are riding the storm. The old-timers used to say traveling was better than arriving. You're starting to think they never used a fold drive. Then, as suddenly as it began, it is over. The violent kaleidoscope collapses. The view screen shows a new, unfamiliar starfield. The silence that follows is profound. The ship is intact. The sleeping crew is safe. You have made the first jump. You have torn the void and survived. A single bead of sweat rolls down your temple. The first of many, you suspect. The journey has truly begun. You find a lone asteroid broadcasting a strange melody. It appears on your long-range sensors as a curiosity. A single, small rock in a vast emptiness. But it is not silent. It is singing. The ship's mind isolates the signal. It is a complex series of tones, a melody that is both alien and hauntingly familiar. It seems to resonate with the ship itself. The humming of the engines changes pitch slightly. It harmonizes with the asteroid's song. You order the ship to approach cautiously. What is it? You ask the ship's mind. The object is a silicate body, unremarkable composition. Her voice holds a trace of something new, something you might call curiosity. The broadcast is unique. It has no discernible source or technology. A singing stone in the middle of nowhere. It sounds like the start of a bad joke. But you are not laughing. There is something compelling about the melody. The song seems to weave itself into your thoughts. It speaks of vast timelines, of birth and death among the stars. It is a lonely, ancient sound. You feel an unexpected connection to it, a shared solitude in the immense darkness. The ship's mind continues its analysis. The song appears to be causing a resonance in the fold drive's core crystal. That gets your attention. Is it dangerous? You ask. The effect is unexpected, she replies. Energy output has increased by a small fraction. You are close enough now to see the asteroid. It is pitted and scarred, like any other piece of space rock. Yet it fills the view screen with an unexplainable presence. The song grows stronger. It feels like a greeting, a welcome. You make a decision. You will not destroy it. You will not mine it for data. You will simply listen. You and your sleeping crew. You let the ancient melody wash over the ship. A moment of strange peace on a perilous journey. The universe, it seems, has its own music. An unseen presence stalks your ship through the emptiness. The feeling begins subtly. A flicker of a shadow on a sensor screen. A momentary dip in the ship's power. The ship's mind reports them as anomalies, minor glitches in the system. But they become more frequent, more deliberate. The crew's fear is a palpable, cold thing. Even in their cryo-sleep, you feel their unease. The ship itself feels watched. You spend your waking hours on the bridge. You stare into the blackness of the view screen. You are looking for something, anything. But the void remains impassive. It offers no clues. The ship's mind runs continuous diagnostic sweeps. I cannot identify the source of the anomalies, she reports. Her voice, usually so calm, now carries an edge of concern. There is no ship, no energy signature. And yet, the anomalies persist. It's like trying to find a black cat in a coal cellar. During a power outage, the incidents escalate. A cargo bay door opens and closes on its own. The lights in a habitation corridor flicker in a strange sequence. These are not random malfunctions. They are too precise, too intelligent. It is a hunter in the dark. It is playing with you, toying with its prey before the final strike. The solitude of the journey was once a comfort. Now it is a source of growing dread. You are alone out here, utterly alone with this unseen terror. One night, you are jolted awake by a sudden silence. The constant low hum of the ship's life support is gone. A red light flashes on a control panel. Atmosphere control offline, the ship's mind states. Her voice is stark in the sudden quiet. Manual restart required. You race to the engineering deck. The silence is oppressive. Your heart pounds in your chest. This is a direct attack. A move to disable the ship, to suffocate the thousands of sleeping souls. The hunter has stopped playing. The hunt has begun. A fleet of crystalline ships halts your progress. They appear without warning. One moment, there is only the starfield. The next, they are there. A blockade of impossible beauty and menace. Their ships are not made of metal. They are grown from some kind of crystal. They shimmer and refract the starlight. They are silent and deadly. The Cathar, a proud warrior race, demand to know your purpose. Their message is not a voice. It is a projection of pure thought. It lances into your mind. It is cold and sharp. You trespass in Cathar's space. State your intent or be extinguished. The thought form is aggressive, arrogant. There is no room for negotiation in their mental voice. You feel the weight of their ancient warrior culture. They have likely never known defeat. They see you as an insect, a minor annoyance to be crushed. The ship's mind analyzes their vessels. Their ships are emitting a powerful energy field, she reports. Our weapons are useless. Our fold drive is inhibited. You are trapped, outmatched. The Cathar ships drift closer. Their crystalline hulls seem to drink the light. They are like a fleet of exquisitely cut jewels. Jewels that can slice your ship to ribbons. You have two options. Fight a battle you cannot win, or try to reason with a species that sees reason as weakness. Some choice. You stand on the bridge, the lone, waking guardian of your people. The Cathar's mental projection hammers at your thoughts. Your silence condemns you. The pressure in your head is immense. You have to respond. But what can you say? You are a refugee, a pilgrim, fleeing a dead world, seeking a new home. To them, this is a story of weakness, a story that will end with your destruction. You need a different approach, a gesture they cannot ignore, a gamble of epic proportions. You offer a gift of ancient human art. It is a risky plea for passage. In the ship's archives, there is a vault. It contains the last, best creations of your people. Paintings, sculptures, music. The cultural soul of a dead world. You choose a piece of music, a symphony from a forgotten master. It is a composition of immense sorrow and soaring hope. It is the story of your people in sound, a story of struggle and survival. You transmit the symphony on an open channel. You do not send words. No explanations, no pleas. Just the music, the pure, emotional language of your species. The Cathar ships remain silent. Their crystalline forms hang in the void. They give no sign that they have received the transmission. The silence stretches. Every second is an agony of suspense. Did they even understand? Or is it just meaningless noise to them? You've basically sent a mixtape to a brick wall. Then, a single Cathar ship moves. It is larger than the others. A flagship, perhaps. It drifts closer to the destiny. The mental projection returns. This time, it is different. The sharp edges are gone. It is still cold, but now it holds a new element. Curiosity. This sound. It holds great pain. And great strength. The thought form is hesitant. Probing. What are you? You finally respond, not with a plea, but with a simple truth. We are pilgrims. You project back. We seek a home. Another long silence. The flagship seems to consider your words. Or perhaps it considers the music. The symphony plays on, a testament to a spirit that refuses to die. Finally, the Cathar leader gives its judgment. The strong feel no need to explain their sorrow. You may pass. But the void is treacherous. Do not expect our help again. The crystalline fleet parts. A path is cleared. Your diplomat's gambit has paid off. You must navigate a treacherous field of star-born dust. The Crimson Nebula. It lives up to its name. It is a vast cloud of swirling red and purple gas. It is beautiful from a distance. Up close, it is a nightmare. The ship's sensors are nearly useless here. The dust is thick with charged particles. It blinds your instruments. You are flying blind. The ship's mind does her best. She reroutes power. She recalibrates sensors. But the nebula is relentless. Warning. Proximity alert. Her voice cuts through the low hum. Object of unknown size and mass directly ahead. You peer into the view screen. You see nothing but the swirling crimson clouds. The nebula hides everything. Rocks, rogue planetoids, or worse. You have to rely on instinct, on the feel of the ship. You order a sharp course correction. The Destiny groans in protest as it banks hard. A massive, dark shape flashes past the view screen. A rogue asteroid the size of a mountain. A collision would have been catastrophic. The journey through the nebula is a slow, nerve-wracking crawl. Every piece of dust that hits the hull sounds like a gunshot. The ship is a single, fragile bubble in a sea of red. The constant static from the sensors is maddening. It is a constant reminder of your vulnerability. You can't help but think this would be a great place to open a car wash. If cars flew and enjoyed being sandblasted. You are deep in the heart of the nebula now. The light from distant stars cannot penetrate this far. The only illumination is the faint, eerie glow of the gas itself. It feels like you are adrift in a blood-red ocean. The silence from the Cathar was unnerving. This is worse. This is a sensory assault, a constant grinding pressure on your senses and your sanity. You have to get through. The star chart points this way. Your new home is on the other side. You just have to survive the journey. You discover a dormant AI adrift in the nebula. It appears on the one sensor that is still partially working. A faint signal in the overwhelming static. It is not a ship. It is too small, too cold. You pilot the Destiny closer. It is a pod, ancient, scarred, adrift for millennia. Inside, something is sleeping, a consciousness trapped in a dormant state. You make a decision. You bring the pod aboard. In the relative quiet of a shielded science bay, your team of waking engineers examines the pod. They manage to interface with it. They provide a trickle of power. The dormant AI awakens. A voice, ancient and weary, speaks from the pod's communicators. It is weak, distorted by static and time. Who? Who disturbs my slumber? The voice is not machine-like. It is filled with a vast, tired wisdom. You step forward. You explain who you are, what your mission is. The AI listens in silence. The red glow of the nebula outside seems to dim. A new home? The AI says. Its voice holds a profound sadness. There are no new homes, only old battlefields. The AI's words send a chill through you. It has seen things that have stripped it of all hope. It has a warning for you. One it has held for ages. It gives a single cryptic warning. The unblinking star is not a star. It is an eye. It watches. It waits. It hungers. The AI's voice fades. The power you supplied is not enough. It slips back into dormancy. Its final words hang in the air. An eye? A hungering eye? The warning is unsettling. It makes no sense. The star on Kai's chart was a beacon of hope, a stable, yellow sun. Now, it is a source of new and terrible questions. The sleeper's warning has poisoned the well of your hope. You are left with a choice. Heed the warning of a tired, old machine, or continue on your quest, trusting the Elder's decree. A faction of the crew rises up, consumed by doubt. The sleeper's warning spreads like a virus. Your second in command, a man named Phoenix, confronts you on the bridge. He was awakened to help navigate the nebula. Now, he is the voice of fear. He believes the mission is a fool's errand. And I? He scoffs, his voice filled with scorn. We are chasing a ghost story from a dying machine. He has a small group of followers, engineers and security personnel. They are tired. They are scared. They believe the only logical course is to turn back, to try and find another system, any other system. We passed a dozen viable stars, Phoenix argues. Why this one? because of an old man's map. His words find fertile ground in the crew's anxiety. The journey has been hard. The unseen hunter, the Cathar blockade, the Crimson Nebula. Their resolve is worn thin. They see you as a fanatic, chasing a dream that will lead them to their doom. The confrontation is tense. Phoenix and his followers stand on one side of the bridge. You and your loyalists on the other. It is a mutiny in slow motion, a battle of wills for the soul of the mission. You try to reason with them. You remind them of your dying world, of the promise of a new home. We have come too far to give up now, you plead. But their minds are closed. Fear is a powerful motivator, more powerful perhaps than hope. They see only the risk, not the reward. It seems diplomacy is not your strong suit today. Phoenix makes his move. I am relieving you of command, he says, his hand reaching for his sidearm. This mission is over. Your loyal security chief steps forward. Her own weapon is already drawn. The bridge is a powder keg. A single wrong word will ignite it. This is the ultimate test of your leadership. You must quell this rebellion. Not with force, but with conviction. You must restore their faith, or the quest will end here. Not in fire, but in fear. You look Phoenix in the eye. The answer is no. You finally reach the star system from the chart, after quelling the mutiny with a show of unshakable resolve, and a rather pointed speech about the alternative being a slow death in empty space. The destiny emerges from the Crimson Nebula. The change is immediate and profound. The view screen is no longer filled with swirling red dust. It is clear, and in the center of that clarity is a star. A brilliant, stable sun awaits you there. It does not blink. The sleeper's warning echoes in your mind. The unblinking star is not a star. It is an eye. You stare at the sun, searching for any sign of malice, any hint of the hunger the AI spoke of. You see nothing but a perfect yellow star. It radiates warmth and light. It is the very image of hope. The crew, now united behind you, lets out a collective sigh of relief. The tension on the bridge dissipates. It is replaced by a fragile, tentative joy. Maybe the AI was just broken, or crazy, or both. The ship's mind begins its scans. Her voice is calm, but you can detect an underlying excitement. The star is a G-type main sequence. Stable, verifying planetary bodies. The ship's long-range sensors sweep the system. One by one, planets appear on the tactical display. Gas giants, ice worlds. And then, one, in the habitable zone. The perfect distance from the sun. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. The fairy tale suddenly feels real. You hold your breath. The ship's mind continues its report. Planet 3 shows a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Liquid water is present. Extensive biomass detected. The words are technical, clinical, but their meaning is monumental. You have found it. A new home, a world capable of supporting life. The unblinking star is not an eye. It is a promise. A promise kept across light years of darkness and despair. The quest is not over, but the hardest part is behind you. You have arrived. A planet of breathtaking life orbits the new star. You name it Viridia. From orbit, it is a swirl of emerald green and sapphire blue. The ship's mind confirms the AI's warning was a false alarm. There is no hunger, no malice, only life. You pilot the destiny into a stable orbit. For days, you do nothing but watch. You study the weather patterns. You map the continents. Its existence feels like a miracle, a reward for your faith. You send down probes. They send back images of lush forests, rolling plains, crystal clear rivers. They detect no signs of intelligent life, no cities, no technology. The planet is a blank slate, a pristine wilderness waiting for its first story. The air is clean. The water is pure. It is everything you dreamed of. And more. It is a world untouched by war or decay. A perfect green jewel in the cosmos. The time comes to awaken the first wave of colonists. The doctors, the scientists, the farmers. They emerge from their cryopods, blinking in the light. You show them the images of Viridia. Their faces fill with wonder, with tears. The long sleep is over. The nightmare of a dying world is behind them. They have been delivered from the darkness. The mood on the ship is euphoric. It's like the galaxy's biggest "we told you so" to Phoenix. He, for his part, looks humbled. You prepare a shuttle for the first landing. You will be on it. You have to be. You are the Pilgrim. You started this journey. You must be the one to complete it. The crew gathers to see you off. They are no longer just a crew. They are a family, forged in the crucible of the void. They look at you with respect, with gratitude. You brought them here. You led them to the promised land. Now, it is time to set foot on it. You stand on the soil of a new home. The shuttle door opens. The air that rushes in is sweet. It smells of wet earth and strange, new flowers. You take your first step onto Viridia. The ground is soft beneath your boots. You look up at the sky. The unblinking star, your new sun, shines down with a gentle, golden light. It is a warm, welcome embrace. The quest is complete, and a new human story begins. Your crew follows you out of the shuttle. They touch the ground. They breathe the air. They weep with a joy so profound it has no words. Generations of their ancestors dreamed of this moment. Now, it is real. The children, awakened last, run out onto the grass. Their laughter is the first human sound on this world. It is the sound of the future, the sound of a promise fulfilled. You have done it. You have saved them all. You look back at the destiny in the sky. The old scarred ark ship that carried you across the void. It is a silent sentinel watching over its children. Its mission is over. Your pilgrimage is done. But the work is just beginning. You must build a new world here. A better world. One free of the mistakes of the past. You take a deep breath of the clean, alien air. You feel the warmth of the new sun on your face. This is not an end. It is the first dawn.